Hi, myself Kadhaselvam. I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the topic procurement process, which is most commonly used in the software called SAP. What is meant by SAP means it is a systems, applications and products in data processing. It is a software. It was developed by the German peoples. 5 IBM employees have developed this software, systems, application and products in data processing. It was invented in the year 1972. And there is a lot of modules in the SAP, namely that ABAP, which is called the programming codes, and material management, production purchase orders, and in that we are going to deal with the material management, which is called as YUM, in short form it is called. First of all, we have to know about the procurement process cycle. For any organization, they will deal with the materials. They will have to procure some materials, so they will have to process and then they have to sell it. For the procurement, if they have to purchase any material means they have to undergo a certain cycle. This is one of the process in which the cycle starts with the requirements. First of all, we have to determine the requirements. What is the company need and what the material they have to purchase. That is called as requirements. Okay. First of all, it starts with the determination of the requirements. It is followed by the source. For a particular material, there is a lot of vendors available in the market. For example, if we consider the television means Sony, BPL, LG, there is a lot of companies are available. For our particular material, there are a number of brands are available in the market. They have to list out all the vendors. Then it is followed by the selection. If you are to purchase a television means LG, Samsung, Sony, Videocon, there are a lot of television available. We have to compare all these television, that is the model, that is the range, inches, resolution, a small display, and then we have to display all the things and we have to select a particular vendor. Like if you want to select a TV on the basis of size and HD means, then we move to for the Samsung or LG or something Sony. Likewise, for a particular material, we have to select a particular vendor, not in terms of the product also, in terms also giving the concession on the price means discount, freight charge, discount. This all comes into consideration and selection process. We will select a single vendor under this selection process. It is followed by PO processing. What is meant by PO processing means it is purchase order processing. Purchase order. Everyone will aware about the purchase order. If you want to purchase any material means we have to send the purchase order and they will accept and they will send the materials. First of all, purchase order processing. In the purchase order, we have to enter the details of vendor, vendor address, price of the material. The price of the material can be taken from the purchase orders or previous purchase orders or from the quotations. Otherwise, vendor, vendor address, purchase order price, purchase order quantity, plant and company code, all the details will be entered in the purchase order processing. Then then we have to send the purchase order to the respected vendor and they will have to continuously monitor what is the status of the purchase order, whether they accept it or reject it or they will slow down the process. We have to continuously monitor the status of the purchase order. It is followed by the GR. GR means goods receipt. Whenever the vendor supplies the material to our institution or supplies to our premises, we have to take the material and we have to update in our stock account. That is called as goods receipt. Goods simply means we will update that materials what we have received into our account database. This is called as goods receipt. Then it is followed by payment process. In terms it is always called as invoice receipt. Then we have to, after checking the GR, whether the right materials are delivered and right quantities are delivered and whether the materials are within the shelf-life period. After checking all these things, we will accept the material and we will go next to the next step called as payment processing. Okay. This is general procurement process. If we want to procure another material means then we have to undergo the similar cycle. Okay. This is what procurement process. Then, what is the requirement flow? What is the requirement flow in our organization starts with the purchase requisition. The store people from who are in the plant region will know the requirement of the materials and they will start the purchase requisition. The purchase requisition will be initiated by the store peoples and it will be converted into the purchase order. All these systems take place in the systematic manner and there is no interpretation of the white paper materials. And purchase requisition will be converted into the purchase orders. It will be supposed by the senior peoples because only a large amount or rupees or amount is involved in this process. So only the higher officers will give the permission to the purchase orders and then it is followed by the receiving of the goods, which is called as GR, and then followed by last stage is that the payment process is called as IR, invoice receipt process. Okay, next one. This is a normal procurement process. Apart from this, two more processes are commonly found in industries, which is called as subcontracting and vendor consignment. First of all, what is meant by subcontracting means, most often all of the industries are having all the production plants. If if any company is producing television or some other electronic gadgets means, all the spare parts are not produced by them. Some of the products are manufactured by the subcontractors. For that they will supply the raw materials to the subcontractors, and they will produce the finished product and then supply to the original company, and we will assemble all the things and supply as a finished product. That is called as subcontracting. The next one is vendor consignment. Vendor consignment means it is a simple type of process. It is like a showroom. That is, the vendor, we will send a purchase order to the vendors. They will supply the goods, and at the time when they are sending the goods, they will not send any invoice receipt. So we will keep it in our position, and we will not any payment process. After a particular days, after a month, or after 6 months, after 1 year, after selling any number of products, for example, if they are supplying 100 televisions to our showroom means, if for example after 6 months we are sending 50 televisions. So after 6 months, we may pay only for the 60 what we are selling during this period. We may initiate the payment process only for the products, and for the remaining 50 televisions, either we will send back or we will further extend the vendor consignment period. This is called as vendor consignment. And in an organization, there are different levels in purchasing products, like client, company code, plant, and the storage locations. The topmost level is the client, then second one is company, plant, storage locations. What is client? For example, Tata is a client, and the company is TCS is there, and Tata Salt is there, Tata Steels are there. These are called as company codes. For example, Tata Steels, if they are having multiple plants in Chennai means, Bangalore means, that is called as plant. For example, in a Chennai plant, they will have many storage locations to store the various types of raw materials. That is called as storage locations. This is the hierarchy of the organization level in the SAP software. The next one is the purchasing organization / purchasing group. All the purchasing activities will be carried out by the purchasing organization, and the purchasing organization is the combination of the persons that is called as purchasing groups. A single person or a group of persons are together, they will contribute a purchasing group, and the purchasing group will be operated from a purchasing organization. And the purchasing organization will be linked to the company or a plant through the three different types of modes. That is, plant specific purchase organization, cross plant specific purchase, in which each plant having different purchase organization. In this cross plant purchasing organization means a common purchasing organization will act for the several plants. And then next one is the company code. Purchasing organization will act for the company, and it will cover all the plants under the company code. This is the different types of purchasing organization and the purchasing group hierarchy level. Then final one is the master data. Master data means all the database will be stored in a database. That is, for SAP software, they will have to store the database. There are different types of database stored in the SAP. That first one is called the vendor master record. The second one is material master data, and third one is purchasing info record. In vendor master record, it will store all the details about the supplier, that is supplier name, supplier address, supplier bank account details, and all the contact person details, mobile number, all the details will be stored in the vendor. In material, it will consist of material, unit of measure, last purchasing, last price, all the details will be stored in the material. And in the purchasing info record, it can come in the combination of both vendor and material. If, for example, we will purchase a particular material from a particular vendor, it will be stored in the purchasing order. For example, LG plus television. If you purchase a television from the LG vendor, it will be stored in the purchasing info record. So these are the three types of master data. Thank you.